Welcome to another episode of the Life Daytime Talk Show. I'm your co-host, Patricia Whitfield.
I'm Lisa Cook.
And I'm Tanisha Craig Stewart.
Today's episode is gonna be a chit chat session where us girls just let our hair down, no formality, just us talking about everyday life topics. So, you ready, ladies?
Yes.
Let's get into it.
Yes,
Indeed. One of the big topics now is returning to school. We know the kids are going back to school now. How are we transitioning?
college students, kindergarten, pre-K, you're gonna see all the pictures, all the uniforms. Just make sure your baby face is clean, got the little boogers out before you take the picture. And it is a transition for everyone, right?
I know with me, I have two that are in college, so there's not much of a transition there. But for my son, he's starting as a junior this year. He's very familiar with his school. He's on the student council, so I'm not really worried in that position, in that situation. I know, but when they were younger, you know, I started them in summer reading programs, so that's kind of how I keep him sort of on track with his education and his academics. Now it's sort of like a love of reading, and I just believe that readers are leaders.
My son is transitioning from middle school to high school, so it's a different pace for him, and how I have been transitioning him for school is, like Ms. Lisa mentioned, he also had summer reading this summer, so I made sure he did that, because I know some of the English teachers do actually test the students on that to see if they read the book and do they understand and what's their reading level. So I wanted him to, you know, be able to understand what was going on and ask any questions if he had them. So that was kind of how I prepared him this year, and then just getting him ready for being in a bigger school, more grade levels, and how to handle himself as a man.
Now me, on the other hand, I am actually in the profession of education, so I've been brunching for 5 days a week. So now I have to get my mind back together to educate, right? So I've been brunching and lunching and yoga and Pilates, and now I'm back to y'all knuckleheads. But no, I'm excited. I'm excited for the new year. It's always a transition. My birthday's in the summer. I celebrate all the way up to the brisk of the morning of the first day of school. So I'm excited. So with that being said, like we said, transitioning, it is August. Can we believe it's August already? August 2022. So what are some things to really motivate you to finish the year strong?
So for me, I live by a planner. I write everything down. But for me to finish this year strong, I need to stop procrastinating. I wait till the last minute to do everything because I still get it done in the last minute. But then I'm extra stressed because I waited till the last minute. So my goal for the end of this year is to stop procrastinating.
That's good.
Well, my mantra is to finish out the 2022 year like I started it. I am a true believer in protecting my peace. If you threaten my peace, I'm walking away from you. I do not do drama. I just don't. So, I mean, just protecting my peace and keeping it moving.
I love it. So what I like to do is refresh my mind on the goals that I set in January. It's always good to go back to that vision board. It's never too late to get those goals accomplished. So
True.
I'm big on vision. I'm big on visualizing my goals. So that is one thing that I do to make sure my mindset is set to finish the year strong.
Have y'all been watching this show, P-Valley?
The other piece?
Yeah, the murder pulled out his piece and went GTA on the
Oh my
last
goodness.
episode. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I'm not really familiar with the show, but what I've seen about
Where you
it,
been, Lisa? Where you been,
yeah,
Lisa?
it's like dark, like literally and figuratively. I'm a little old, so I'm like, turn up some lights. I can't, but it talks about the backgrounds of the stripper industry and that kind of thing. It goes into homosexuality. It talks about domestic violence. So I mean, it's not for kids, but it's a pretty good show.
What you think?
Yeah, it's definitely not for kids. Don't watch it with your kids. That is
Please.
rated R, like
yes.
a lot of R's
To
for
the
mature
14
audience.
power.
I would definitely say the show is very interesting. I watch it and I'm like, wow, human beings can do that. I'm looking up at the pole like, what is going on?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, if it's your preference, I mean, go for it. If it's not, then I say, it's no need to bash the show. I see a lot of people bashing the show for no reason. If you don't want to watch it, you can watch something else. You don't have to bash it.
I'll say I did want to audition for The Paint, but not anymore. This season has been a little risky in my opinion, but it does bring awareness to domestic violence. It brings awareness to homosexuality and the things that transgender different demographic space. So there is awareness there. Like she said, the industry, what individuals have to go through, and then seeing the other side of it. They're humans as well. They should be respected as well. So there are some good points and some dark points. Like she said, it's definitely not something that's kid friendly. That's for the children for sure. But I like the pink. I think it's funny. I think Clifford, who is the main character, is hilarious. So, and I love how they covered the pandemic. So if you watch this season, they kind of really had some real true stories on the pandemic and what we went through. So I like it, but it's got a little pinkish for me. So
well, y'all, let's talk a little bit about morality. Things such as jealousy, competition in the workplace and our families, that kind of thing.
Yes.
I deal with that a lot on a daily basis, and I just, I don't deal with it. Competition is one of those things. If there's no competition, you don't compete. So, I mean, and people being jealous, I just think it's such a wasted emotion, it doesn't make any sense. So, I mean, I don't deal with it, and I did, you have things that go on in your families, on the job, in your inner circles, and I just choose not to deal with it.
I feel like with any relationship, if I have to compete with you, then why are we friends? Why, I just don't do that. I'm all about uplifting my friends. If I can help you, I'll help you. I'm the type of person that'll throw the ladder back down for someone else once I reach it to the top. So I don't feel the need that we should have to compete in any relationship. Just clap for that person until it's your turn. It's a lot of my friends that's doing better than me, and I'm clapping till it's my turn. I'll be like, girl, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna get there. All that is just negative energy, and you don't need it. Like Ms. Lisa said, protect your peace at all costs.
I am a firm believer in that too. I think that competition really roots from insecurity. A lot of times in your jobs, in your careers, at church, yes. I think competition really comes from or derives from insecurities. You have to be confident in who you are. And like she said, when you're confident in who you are, I can cheer on my friend, my brother, my coworker if they're shining, because I know I'm going to be shining too because we're in the same light, right? Yeah. So you have to understand your time is coming, even your season is coming, but in that due season, clap, support, applaud, because you have great people like her that's going to pull you up and say, you know what, she did cheer me on. She did push me to go to school. She did help me apply for this job. They remember who was clapping when no one else was. So that's how I feel about competition.
My pastor has been preaching about season and letting it rain, the financial rain.
Yes.
I'm waiting for it to rain, Bishop.
Oh, it's been raining.
I'm waiting for it to rain, Bishop.
It's been raining though. A little too much.
It's been raining for you?
It's been raining in Baton Rouge. I'm saying in Baton Rouge.
And that's hurting my financials because my husband work outside. So I'm still waiting on it. I'm receiving it though. I received that word, that message. With financials, I know me and my husband, we do share a joint account. What about you guys? Do you guys share joint accounts with your spouses?
I think that varies from couple to couple. You work your thing like it's comfortable for you all. I know with me and my husband, we've always had that joint account, we call it the bill pay account. That's where everything comes out of, your main monies go. But I like to kind of keep my own account as well. He has his own individual account, and it just works for us.
I definitely have a different method. We have separate accounts, and then we just allocate who pays what. But then it's okay to have a little money under the bed. It's okay to have a little money under the mattress, ladies. You better have your stuff in order. No, I'm playing. But it's good. Like she said, every couple is different. So it really what works best for you. I know for me, my spouse is on it as far as budget. Like he's that person. He can be an accountant if he wanted to be. Me, I'm more frivolous. I get it. I boom, boom, boom. So you know your strengths, especially in a relationship. If you aren't that disciplined or you are freelance when it comes to money, it's okay to say, let's do a joint or your spouse take over, whatever it may be. But do what works best for your house, right? So do what works best for you. Don't listen to the next person. Do what works best for you. So with that being said, of course, we want to be financially healthy, but also spiritually healthy, mentally healthy. Holistic health is such a big factor right now in our society. So what are some great practices that you have taken on this year?
For me, I'm doing more of the holistic healing. So I've now started juicing.
Oh, great.
Doing more herbs, just other things besides medicine. Because as we know, medicines are great, but with every medicine comes with a side effect. So it fixes one problem, but it may create another problem. So I just been looking for different things to, just heal my body the natural way with fruits and herbs and things of that nature.
I love that.
I do a little of both as well. I'm more of, I will say, a wellness kind of person, a Western health kind of person, but I do the holistic thing as well. And I mean, I'm into home remedies, the grandmother, putting the toothpaste on the bee sting,
Yes.
So yeah, I try to, I don't like pain at all, but just like you were saying, a lot of medications and stuff, I don't like doing that. So I'm a little mixture of both.
And she's right, like she said, medicine, there are side effects to it. So a lot of things we can start doing better at is moving our bodies, right? Watching what we eat, drinking water. Those are more holistic ways to build up our immune system. What are we putting in our bodies can really knock down some of those medications. So I think that is so important going into that new year, is really to come off of those medications, start eating better, start moving your body, start drinking more water, get off of the alcohol, get off the sodas. That's for another show.
Don't say the alcohol. I need a drink every now and again.
But I'm big on the holistic. I'm big on that versus taking a pill, because some people, it's mental. Some people say, I need to take my pill, I need to take my pill. But you just need to walk. You just need to eat better, so a lot of people can be dependent on that medication, and that's what I don't like to see.
All right, you guys, thank you for watching. Make sure while you're here, you hit that like and subscribe button and turn those notifications on so you don't miss an episode. I just want to thank all of our watchers thus far. Continue to watch us, continue to support us. And again, I'm Patricia Whitfield.
I'm Lisa Cook.
And I'm Tanisha Craig Stewart.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.